Hello and welcome to a new demonstration of Cheers Connect toolset. This demo is about the CRM contacts import utility. It's quite an interesting word that everywhere data exchange, data interchange takes place so easily, so simply. In Cheers Connect, we try to make it very flexible as well as it is simple to use and very useful by both marketing and sales teams and everybody on the business level, whether you are a professional doing anything on your own, or you are a small business or even a medium business. You could really make a lot of use of this specific simple tool. So, without due delays, let me just move myself a bit away of the way, bring possibly myself into this area in here, and then try to work with you on starting up the idea in here. So mainly what you see up is that this is the CRM in principle. This is a list of what we have. And you know that we can tag a lot of people around in here. We can have access to the details. And the important part is that when you go into the details of somebody, you would be able to see as a contact in the contact part, you'll be able not only to see what's available as far as a contact itself, but you'll be able to see their own classifications. What do you want them to be? How do they work? You see the groups and tags. So what kind of group they are attached to and what they are tagged in. And that's something that sometimes take a lot of work, specifically if you are importing your contacts from a different platform into Cheers Connect, in addition to everything else. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to show you the import contacts utility. When you click on import contacts, of course, the main objective of that is the import utility works beautifully as long as there is a clean and good data in your Excel sheet. But even if there is no clean data, our import utility will be able to prompt you with errors if they occur. So it's enough first. It's a simple wizard, gives you 3 steps. You upload an Excel sheet. So you browse for that specific Excel sheet and you take it out. So let me choose one that doesn't have a lot of data and upload it. The file is uploaded. It's an Excel sheet with it's preferable to have a line that will have headers. Next, what happens is that uh, our utility will parse the headers, the headline of the columns of the Excel sheet, and try to map them to whatever can be imported into Cheers Connect. So mainly this is the import part. So if there is a column named email, it will automatically pick it up. If there is a first name, it will all. So anything that is relevant will be picked up. So the full name, it didn't see it, but maybe I have a full name, so you could go and select what is the full name that you really want out of that. So you could say, for example, the target name is my full name. The mobile is picked up from phone. Industry title is from title. Um, Lead reference is possibly I can have it like from notes interactions, or I can have notes interactions being put into notes, and maybe profiling. Do I have description? I can take possibly profiling, put it into description. If there a website, yeah, maybe there is something in here. I can pick up the reference URL, a website, company, title. I don't know if there is anything else we could really pick up from here. So when you select all the columns that are relevant to what you're doing in Cheers, that you need to do in Cheers. So what happens at this level of time is that you would go and say next. By clicking next, the import utility will verify, validate, look at the data. I hope we don't have a lot of data in here, and then present you with the data selection by itself. So in here, I have a total of 31 that's being selected. So mainly that's where we are, and we can scroll left and right to be able to see all the columns. So there are a lot of space in here. They are listed well. So it tells me that is the valid email if it exists. So if there is a valid email, it tells me yes. If the status if exists in the contact database, it will tell me, and whatever cannot import is going to tell me why it cannot import. And then what happens is that you're going to see that there are some in here that possibly in the spreadsheet we left some lines that are blank, and then accordingly it's going to ignore them. It's not going to really import. So the main elements to import are the email address to be valid and the name or first name, last name to be valid. Other elements are really very important for you, but if you have the industry, everything in there, you'll see that they are properly mapped in here, including the website. All other items that we selected are also going to be mapped properly. But here is, before you hit the confirm and import, here is what you need to look at. In principle, you should be able to select whether this specific list you are importing is from your existing contacts that are really the consent type of them is possibly expressed or deferred or deemed. You should select that it's for Privacy Act law purposes. The second element is that you could select to which group to add those contacts. You could select an existing group, or you could say I'm adding a new group, and that group I am adding is a new group. I want to group this specific import I'm doing into there. So I could put a group title. I say this is for marketing, demo purposes, for example. Of course, we can put any description, so I'm going to copy the same for now. Now, if you add a group or you select an existing group, you have the option, once you select it, you could say, even if this contact is included already on that group is or not, whether the contact is available already in the database, should you want me to add that specific contact to this specific group? And I would say ignore if it's already existing, or I would say please add it even if it's already existing in my contacts database, add it. The second element is that I could add this import directly to a mailing list. So if you have a campaign ready to go and you want these contacts to be added directly to that mailing list, you could select that mailing list and send them out. So I'm going to select demo list 2, and also I'm going to say add them to the list even if they exist before. The last item you have in here is that you could tag this list you are importing with different tags. I would say, for example, in here, marketing. Hopefully we have something for marketing in here. So yeah, we have marketing and sales. I could tag them also from demo as import. I could tag them as imported, and then I would say import. So you can use any tags you have in the database that you have already established. And this import, once it is ready, I can also select whether to add the tags already existing if they are not there or not. The flexibility in here is that it allows sales and marketing to be able to act immediately on every tag available in here and whatever happens in there. When you click confirm import, the system is going to import them. It's going to give you a result. The total 31, imported only 12, because these other elements that I have about 17, 18 are just empty spaces in the spreadsheet, but the others are fully imported, successfully imported. You don't have any issues with the main imports. And then you go and look at them. So let's say we want to look at Mr. Brian Smith into our contact list. So which is, if we go into contacts, when we go to search for Mr. Brian Smith, and search, here is the gentleman. The tags are already in place. If you look at this individual, you see all the information properly imported, including any profile items. If there is anything, it's in here. The tags and the groups are added, and everything else is in place. That is our demo today for the import utility and how it works with Cheers Connect. I'm hopeful that this is a very helpful tool for you. Yes, you don't need always to do it, but once it is needed, it is there for you. Thank you for listening. Have a good day.